I see our role as trustees as being models for the things that we expect of our employees in the district. I think that we need to model servant leadership. I think that we need to be the leaders in creating a vision and helping everyone to have a good direction to see where we're going.
To ask good questions, to listen, to partner with my fellow trustees to ensure that we're putting the right people in the right places, creating an environment that is innovative and exceptional for the education of our children.
I think it helps to bring insight into some of the decisions that we made. We go out and we visit schools as often as we can and use that knowledge, especially from a background standpoint. I've been in the business world and a teacher. The role of the trustee is to look at everything with fresh eyes.
The district's like a bus going down the road, and every once in a while it kind of drifts over and hits the bumps, and you hear the bump, 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 bump. Nobody likes the bumps, nobody wants to hear the bumps, but the bumps serve a purpose and they're there for a reason. And I kind of think that's my role, trying to keep the district on track and in its lane, headed down the road.
One of the great things about having a board and having so many people is we get a lot of different perspectives. So it is important to work together to make sure we understand where those perspectives come from and reach some kind of consensus. Now, we're not always going to agree on everything, but I think once we vote on something, once we make a decision, then it's real important for us to work together and make sure that that's what we're bringing to the district, and we're cohesive and we're supporting everybody in the district by following up on what we said we would do.
I would hate to think that we're bobbleheads and we don't have our independent thoughts, but everybody comes with a different experience, background to the board, and we should be able to work together and take those differences and come up with a commonality that makes sure that everything we do is in the best interest of the district.
Teamwork is always much better than working individually. We can get a lot more accomplished. I feel like I have expertise in the classroom, and that way I can help motivate and serve, as a board member in that capacity better than I can on the insurance capacity. Being as a team and working together, we can satisfy all those needs in Keller ISD rather than, splitting apart, and it all works together if we're working together.
We all have different opinions. We get to discuss those opinions, kind of come to a consensus on where we think things need to go, and we all listen to each other. And then once we form that consensus, we kind of move on with the district.
It's a give and take situation, but the objective is the same. Just like a team, the object is to win, and to stay intentionally exceptional, you have to win more than you lose. So I think it's important.
I think one of the favorite things that we do is have our campuses that we go and visit, and we kind of get to know those campuses that year. And it's always so encouraging to me to see the innovation and the things that the kids are doing, and the teachers, and the ways that the principals are trying to inspire their teachers to do things. I always come away wishing I could work on each campus I go on, because I can understand what it must be like to really work there.
We don't just have great teachers and students in Keller ISD, we have great servant leaders. Simon Sinek said, leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is about taking care of those in your charge. I am constantly surrounded by examples of great teachers, and each month we get to see an example of that in our ITS Award.
And that's really neat, seeing those videos and the interaction between the teacher and the student. And it lets you know as a trustee, that's the impact I'm having. What I'm doing behind the scenes, here's the face of it. And that's what I like.
Our students just do amazing things, and we continue to offer them more and more opportunities, things like KCAL and all the great things that they can venture into and try and really get their hands on and see what might be a possible career choice or their interests for moving on. And then the teachers really for taking that interest in each student. The fact that they're willing to do all that work and put in that energy and that time, that motivates me to make sure we give them everything we can for them to do their job.
I'm a storyteller. I love knowing people's stories, their backgrounds, and we're such a diverse district, and every teacher has their reason, as Dr. Westphal says, their why, as to why they teach, why they come to school. And I like getting to know that, and that motivates me and makes me want to get more engaged, more involved, and do what I can to make sure we have the best district we can.
Every single child that we have can be successful. You know, they don't have to go through the AP program. They don't have to go through KCAL. They don't have to, they can pick out however they want to get through and be successful. And that's what motivates me, is those teachers encouraging them to go the different routes that they go, or counselors encouraging them. So that's what motivates me for Keller ISD.
The product that we turned out is not a cookie cutter product. There's no one wrapping that says this kid's going to be a success or not. They're going to go in so many different directions. It's just amazing.
How can I not be inspired and motivated to serve in Keller ISD?